Okay, that's not good. Alright, first order of business, let's get our gas mask on. We'll die slower that way. Oh wait, no, that was liquid all along. Otacon, help!
Snake, that's bulletproof glass.
I know that already.
You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
What about my fists?
Security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Alright, we'll do then. Don't mind me, I'll just stand here. Look at that Metal Gear over there. At least I got plenty of time before I die.
I hacked into
And?
security.
Snake!
I'm opening the door.
Why couldn't you have just opened the door? I would have noticed if the door opened. Oh well, I guess he just wants to gloat a little bit. Well, let's not wear this dorky-looking gas mask while we go after Liquid. Let's just follow him. We gotta look cool while following him.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses?
Yes, I did! Wait, were you asking Snake? Because he's never actually seen you with the sunglasses, because the codec is audio-based, and unless Snake can see code, like in the Matrix, except it forms people's faces, and he can see, but no, that's not how code... I don't know!
What the hell are you talking about?
Codec makes no sense.
Blindly, with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
Unlike me, I'm a rook, king! Actually, no, kings suck. I'm a queen! Yes, Snake. A queen with a gigantic mech.
Needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers.
Why would you want the Genome soldiers?
Using you as a vector to spread fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
That was surprising to you?
Was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
She killed everyone rather than just a few people.
He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
Do we even know if it's changed then? She might have just been fucking with you.
Arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
Maybe she was just like putting in placeholder code or whatever that is.
She
just put the word butts in the middle of the nanomachine coding. It doesn't serve any purpose, she just wanted the word butts in there.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be. But
I've seen movies, there must be a vaccine. I can only assume they'd want to cure it. Even though it's a programmable virus and really wouldn't technically need a vaccine.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
I mean, Ocelot's old, so he would be dead by now if he were affected by it.
In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either.
Well, I don't know why he would say that, because, he's about to go on a ramble that would, kind of, you know, imply the fact that he should be worried even if Snake is immune to the virus.
Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes.
Yeah, he thinks he's inferior to Snake. Wait, recessive genes aren't flawed, though. Recessive genes are just genes that don't necessarily appear. Dominant genes appear more, but that doesn't mean they're better.
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge!
By making out to heaven, which he wanted to do!
You killed our father with your own hands!
Which I'm glad about!
Stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll I'll finish the work that Father began.
Out of
I will
vengeance!
surpass him.
Out of
I will
vengeance!
destroy him.
Vengeance!
You're just like Naomi.
Yeah, he does have a weird understanding of genetics.
I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes.
My sucky inferior destiny!
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon.
Ow, I just cut myself on the control panel. Okay, you'll be the second.
Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
Yay, I get to be a leader! Oh boy, I can't wait to start smashing stuff. Action Snake!
How do I stop it?
You've got to punch it, Snake. Punch it with all your might. Or, you know, missiles. That's also an option. Metal Gear is so intimidating, it actually gets 2 introductions. The previous scene and this one where it slowly rises up. Well then, yeah, this is gonna be a thing. Master help! Oh right, Liquid. I wish he would at least pick up, though. I just want Liquid to be all like, Snake, why are you still calling me?
Metal Gear is moving.
Snake, I've got an idea. You should be crushed by Metal Gear. By dying, you will, be invincible. Yes, because you'll be a spooky ghost, Snake. And then you'll show me what for. And he puts on the sunglasses and Snake falls for it.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You
But I
can't
don't
do
want to
any
make it
damage with
pregnant.
Weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
My fists can do that thing you just said.
It operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
So you mean he's a nerd? I can punch him and take his lunch money, right?
Somehow destroy the sensors. Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No, Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
But then he can shoot him with
The part
missiles.
that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
Even if you bite through it.
But the interior is a different story.
It's all soft and cushy,
First,
but
I
easily
destroy the
torn up.
radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
Oh,
I
Otacon.
owe you one, Otacon.
You are the best person, even when you're not. Alright, so Metal Gear's going to take a moment to warm up, so don't use this chaff grenade before you start attacking him. Because chaff grenades are very, very important in this fight. First thing he's probably going to do is... and give him a second. Launch missiles. These missiles are really accurate, and if you don't have the chaff grenades activated, you will probably get hit by at least the third missile. I don't think I've ever dodged without chaff grenades on. This is definitely a battle where you'll want to be careful, because you don't want to try to fire too many Nikita missiles at him at once. Or, Stinger missiles, rather. But, yeah, because if you do that, you'll run out of chaff, and then he'll hit you with a missile. You want to make sure chaff is activated as often as possible, especially since he sort of gets a, invulnerability period. Not necessarily, but just for a moment you won't be able to target him after you hit him. It's still possible to hit him, I think I've done that before, but yeah, it will be harder to hit him with a Nikita, or Stinger, of course. Keep getting those two mixed up. But yeah, his other attacks aren't too bad. He'll try to laser you, or I think stop you if you get too close, but that really shouldn't be a problem, since you should keep a good distance away. The only other thing that should be a problem is probably the Gatling gun, which won't really get you too often, especially if you're moving around, though. If you're targeting him, then it is pretty... Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, I don't think I could have dodged that, but yeah. If you're targeting, the Gatling gun might hit you because, you know, you're standing around. It's hard to dodge in that case, but it doesn't do much damage, though. Definitely not as much as the missiles. Those you want to avoid at all cost, and, yeah, see. He also moves around a lot, so if you're not targeting him for some reason or another, that just makes everything a lot more annoying. I believe you can use these little, like, barrels and crates and stuff as cover, but he can blow those up. Thank goodness those are guided by radar, because otherwise, I don't even know how you'd win this battle. Cannot think of a way to dodge those otherwise. I think in Twin Snakes you actually get a rolling move or some sort of dodge move, because that does have, like, Metal Gear Solid 2 mechanics, rather, and you do have a dodge in those games, so I think it might be a bit easier to dodge in those games. Don't know for sure because I haven't played that version myself, but regardless. I can't tell if this battle takes a while or is pretty quick, because we have drained a lot of his health, but it's one of those fights where each individual hit doesn't really seem like it takes enough off of him, or at least not nearly as much as you'd want, especially if you're getting hit by those missiles. I also hate it when it doesn't target him, because, again, he moves around, so it's hard to hit him. Thank goodness those fired at the end of that chaff grenade. Oh dear, that one hurt.
Did that do it?
Well, no, we still have to shoot. Oh no, that's still active. Oh dear. I can shoot it some more, no problem. Right? Oh, yeah, that's right, you exist.
Hurry! Get away!
You sound like you need a drink. Your voice is very gravelly.
It sounds better than deep throat.
Oh, that was you. I definitely concur about that. Don't name yourself that. Really, seriously, just don't. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, he was deep throat all along. Surprise. They just sort of dropped that one nonchalantly. I mean, it is kind of obvious, but, you know. I mean, look at the last obvious plot twist. I mean, they took forever to reveal that one, even if you didn't guess it before that cutscene, or codec call rather, you could probably guess it right at the start of it.
Naomi, you're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
Oh, there's also that.
I was young.
That's another plot twist that they drop, except that was probably the least predictable one, but then again, it's not really a huge plot point until this point.
I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Now it's just kind of awkward.
We might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
I don't actually see you, I'm just saying that. I have to get you eventually. There are only 4 sides to this room.
Final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Don't cripple Metal Gear, that's just mean. Oh, hey buddy, how's it going? Oh wow, those are some really cool moves there. I've got you with a laser. How does he balance himself so well? And when did he get a Mega Buster?
We don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
I really wish he just kept going on with that comparison. Also, we don't start at noon, we start right at the crack of dawn. And, for lunch, rather than have steak, we have salmon, yes. Especially when it has a gun! Ah!
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Yeah, but you're about to kill him, so this won't be a problem. No, Snake, you can definitely do it. Come on, Snake. Do you not want to interrupt his monologue or something? Because we don't need to hear it. We've heard it like 10 times from other people. We've assumed it. Let's just shoot Liquid. Look, Liquid is enamored with this. He's just staring at him, not moving at all. He wants to listen too. We can get him right now with a missile. Good job, idiot. Remember, this is your fault. See? Dead anyway.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else.
I don't know how I'm saying this. He's crushed my lungs.
The only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in.
Actually, I don't believe in much. I just go around stabbing people. I'm kind of confused, aren't I? Woo! I love Metal Gear Rex. He just looks so happy crushing that man to death. It's got a little roar, too. That's great. I win! Woo!
Foolish man.
I'm talking about both of you!
He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself.
Well, we haven't proved that yet. Foot. Okay, so it's round 2. I don't think there's really anything different other than the fact that his life bar is fucking long now. Despite the fact that we're shooting him. We're shooting Liquid himself, but he's got more health than... Well, we didn't destroy the radon in the first place, but still. Liquid shouldn't take that many missiles. I mean, really, he's supposedly inferior because his inferior genes, yada yada yada. Did I throw it? There we go. But apparently no, he can take a lot more missiles than I can. Seriously. That health bar is almost double what mine is, and it's at max, and I'm on normal mode, so that is indeed as much health as I'm getting. I have the inferior genes, Snake, and that means my bones don't even want to acknowledge missiles. Can you imagine how bad that is? I can barely sustain injuries because my inferior genes, they don't even absorb pain. Look at how inferior I am, Snake. So, I'd just like to point out how much I'm screwing up here because I'm not throwing chaff grenades quick enough. That does screw you up. You kind of want to be rhythmic with this, but I'm missing a lot because I think he's a little bit difficult to target. Not as difficult as I might be making it look, but I do have a bit of trouble here. And as such, I get kind of impatient wanting to shoot him with stinger missiles, and as such, I get hit by more missiles because I'm just wasting time. See, that time, I could have dodged it. The chaff grenade was still on, but nope. You should probably pay attention in this final battle. This is kind of a sloppy performance here. Not as bad as a certain tank battle, though. At least it's better than that, because I'm actually hitting him from time to time. And at least he's more than halfway dead. See what I mean? It doesn't look like we're taking that much off at a time, especially with the length of that life bar, but at the same time, he is very close to dead, and it's only been like, what, a minute or two? Hooray! Oh, come on! That seems remotely unfair. Well, thank goodness I used ration anyway. I will hit him eventually, I swear. I have to. The battle is almost over. He's just got a sliver of life. I can totally do this. Don't you doubt me. I can definitely do this. I'm not that incompetent. I will eventually hit him. It's doable. Totally. Definitely. Please, for the love of God, miss me this time. Hooray! I did it!
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
I'm not really doing good here. Not in a dust crushing mood. I can't stop being amused by Metal Gear Rex. Oh no! It even has a death snarl, seriously. That's probably all Otacon's idea. Everyone else just wanted to make a standard gigantic death mech, but Otacon wanted to make it adorable. And Snake would never walk again. The end.